This is a warning to every electric car owner in Australia. Because what happened to me with Budget Direct and Auto General is, in my opinion, just unbelievable. I still can't believe this happened to me. Based on what I'm hearing from other EV owners around the country, I'm not the only one. I own an Xpeng G6. It's a brilliant electric SUV. I've had it now for about a year. I've done 22,000 kilometers. I insured it with Budget Direct. They accepted the vehicle. They took my money. They issued the policy. No problem. All good at this point. Then my car was hit while it was parked in a car park. I wasn't driving it. I wasn't in the car. Someone hit it and drove off. So unfortunately, I didn't know who had done it. And I did a video on the channel talking about this when it actually happened. Now, in that situation, most people understand what happens, right? You make a claim, you pay the excess. If the other driver can't be identified, you just got to do it. The insurer assesses the damage and then they repair the car. This is literally the reason you pay for comprehensive insurance. But about a month after the incident, I received a letter from Budget Direct saying they were cancelling my insurance. To this day, I don't know why. There was no clear explanation, no proper reason, just your policy will be cancelled in 4 weeks' time. And here's the really important part. Since then, Budget Direct appears to have cancelled insurance policies for hundreds of Australians with electric cars. I've heard from EV owners who say they've been caught up in the same thing. So this does not look like an isolated situation. But here's where things for me got a bit worse. Now, because my policy was still active at that point, I submitted a claim to have the car repaired. The claim number is 121233170. That's a real claim number. I'm not making that up. Budget Direct then asked me for a detailed collection of photos and information, so I provided it. It's pretty time consuming, but anyway, you've got to do it. They then told me I had to take the car to the closest repairer for assessment. That repairer was about 30 minutes away from me, so I took time out of my day, took me about half a day, drove the car there, had it assessed, followed their process, did exactly what they asked me to do. Then Budget Direct sent me a message asking me to pay the excess before repair work could begin. The excess was about $1,200. The receipt number was 2341774. That's also a real number. So I paid the excess. They then booked the car in for repairs the following month. At that point, from my perspective, the claim had clearly been accepted. They had asked for the information, they had sent me to the repairer, they had booked in the repairer, they'd given me a time for the repair, they demanded the excess. Several times, in fact, they sent me 3 different messages asking for the excess. I paid on the 3rd message. Anyway, I paid it. Then, about a week later, I received a call from someone who said they represented Budget Direct, a company called Auto General. And the tone of the call was extremely aggressive. They told me they had changed their mind and were refusing my claim, even though I'd already paid the excess. Think about that. They took the excess, they booked the repair, then they turned around afterwards and said, no, actually, we're not paying the claim. When I said I was going to share my experience on my YouTube channel, they became extremely angry at me and they hung up. And they also said it was illegal for me to have recorded anything that they said. I don't know if that's true, but that's what they claimed. This is not how a serious insurance company should treat a customer, I don't think. Whether they've got a YouTube channel or whether they're just anyone, it's not what should happen. To make it worse, nearly 2 months later, I still have not been able to get back the excess they took from me. So not only do they have the insurance money I paid, they also have the excess money I paid for the insurance repair of $1,200. And I don't know how to get that back. So let me be very clear with what I'm alleging here. Budget Direct insured my electric car. My car was damaged while the policy was active. They made me jump through all the normal process claims hoops. They asked for photos, they sent me to an assessor, they requested full payment of the excess, they booked the car in for repairs. Then Auto General called and said that they were refusing the claim. Now, after nearly 2 months, they still haven't returned the excess. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is kind of crazy. I've never had this experience from an insurer before. And this for me raises a bigger question. Are some insurers in Australia happy to take EV owners' premiums, but then try to get out of the risk once repairs become inconvenient or expensive? Has this happened to you? Let me know in the comments if it has. Because, guys, if this is what is happening, Australians, they need to know. EVs, they're becoming mainstream, right? Tesla Model Ys, BYDs, MGs, XPengs, Zeekrs, Kias, Hyundais, Polestars, Volvos. These cars are everywhere now. I mean, last month, 16% of all car sales in Australia were fully electric. And insurance companies have had years to prepare for this. They know EVs exist. They know repair networks need to improve. They know battery packs are, well, actually not that expensive anymore. They know part supply is different, though, from legacy petrol cars. But that is their business. That is what insurance is. You don't get to happily take premiums from EV owners and then cancel policies or make claims incredibly difficult when the customer actually needs the product they paid for. At least that's what I think anyway. Now, I've also got to point out something else. The government is saying that they are alleging misleading discount representations made to millions of consumers in budget direct insurance advertising. ASIC, the government basically, alleged tens of thousands of budget direct customers lost discounts that they were promised and were overcharged. Auto in General has said it self-reported the issue and has invested heavily in compliance and risk management. But that case is ongoing. And that is a separate matter. However, in my opinion, it doesn't exactly inspire confidence. Budget Direct also heavily markets itself as an award-winning insurer. Maybe they're getting awarded for being terrible, I don't know. On its own website, it promotes awards including CanStar Insurer of the Year and Money Magazine Awards. Now, I don't know if they're paid for. Maybe those awards are just bought and sold. Who knows? No idea. Well, here's the thing. Awards are meaningless if this is how customers are treated when they actually make a claim. Because insurance is not judged by how nice the website looks. It is judged when something actually goes wrong. In my case, something did go wrong. And the insurer, in my opinion, failed pretty badly. The broader EV issue here is pretty serious. If insurance companies are now deciding that certain electric cars are no longer profitable to insure, then they need to be transparent about that up front. Don't take the premium. Don't issue the policy. Don't give customers a false sense of security. Don't wait until after there is damage, after a claim has been lodged, after an excess has been paid, and then suddenly decide you don't want to proceed because it doesn't suit you anymore. And if you do refuse a claim, at the absolute minimum, refund the excess at some point. Well, it should be immediately, really. It shouldn't take 2 months. And in fact, I don't have my excess back yet at all. So I don't know if I'm ever going to get it back. Now, this matters because anti-EV commentators love to say electric cars are too expensive, too difficult, too risky, too complicated. But often the real issue is not even the car. It's the legacy ecosystem around the car. Dealers that don't understand them, repairers that aren't trained properly, parts networks that are still developing, and insurers that appear to be struggling to adapt to the reality that EVs are no longer niche vehicles, clearly. The solution is not to punish EV owners. The solution is for insurers to just modernize, adapt. Because Australia is moving to electric vehicles whether these companies like it or not. So my advice to EV owners is this: check your policy carefully. Ask your insurer directly whether your EV is fully covered. Ask whether they have approved repairers for your specific brand of EV. Ask whether they can cancel your policy after issuing it to you. Because it's even a lot of work just finding the insurer and giving the information they need and then paying for it. Ask what happens if you make a claim and the other driver cannot be identified. And document everything. Keep claim numbers. Keep receipts. Keep screenshots even. Keep call records if lawful in your state. Because unfortunately, based on my experience, you might need them. Budget Direct and Auto & General are welcome to respond to this publicly. I don't know if they will. I'm guessing probably not. But I'd be very happy to publish their response if they do respond. Right now, though, where I sit, from where I am, this looks pretty terrible. They insured my XP-G6, they accepted my money, they processed the claim, they demanded the excess, they booked the repair, then they refused the claim. And nearly 2 months later, I still don't have my excess back. If this has happened to you, especially if you own an electric car in Australia, leave a comment below or contact me because I want to know how widespread this problem is. And if Budget Direct really has cancelled insurance for hundreds of Australian EV owners, as it sounds like and as it appears they have, this needs far more public scrutiny. And guys, by the way, I've listed this till the end of the video, but during this period of time, my family personally, we've been dealing with around $20,000 in treatment costs. Now, we've gone through hundreds of thousands of dollars in treatment costs, but that's been ongoing for the last 3 years. But we've been dealing with around another $20,000 bill in treatment costs for my wife's stage 4 terminal cancer. And she just had treatment for that cost around $20,000 about a month ago. So that's the human side of this story. You know, Budget Director obviously just see people and think they're just a claim number. But people aren't just a claim number. It's not just an EV. It's not just an insurance policy. It's a family that pays for insurance, follows the process, and was treated, in my opinion, pretty badly. Thanks for watching. Need expert advice on what car to buy, what solar system to get, what home battery to get, or potentially for your business? You can get, guys, a one-on-one consultation directly with me. 60 minutes of tailored guidance. This might help you avoid making a huge mistake spending money when you shouldn't, or potentially save you a massive amount of money. Click the link in the description below because I can assist you, and why not? The link is in the description. Thinking about getting solar, a home battery, or an EV charger? Check out Australia's best free comparison tool, because it could save you a lot of money. Guys, click on the link below in the description and you can see how much you can save. Alternatively, give Resync a call. They are the guys who installed my battery and my home solar. I'll put a link to them as well in the description.